Rishabh, give us details.
Okay, let me explain to people watching this broadcast what exactly is going on. I have this entire chart sheet that has been filed, 54 pages with me. I'm going to take you through it point by point, page by page, but let me explain to you first what exactly has happened. There is a New York Attorney General's office. So let's stay with me, okay? There's a New York Attorney General's office. Let's just stay with me. I'm going to ask my PCR crew so we don't have to start this again and again, right? So let's do this step by step. Here is the full case. What is being charged by the New York Attorney General's office? What are they actually alleging? What are they actually claiming? And what does that actually affect? Now, the New York Attorney General's office is basically saying this, and I'm going to take you through the entire 54-page chart sheet that they put through point by point. But let's draw a broad summary first. The broad summary is that the Adani Group got involved in solar energy projects. When they were constructing the projects, they had a problem that they did not have customers, says the US Attorney General, to purchase the solar energy they would thereby be generating. In order to find customers to purchase the solar energy in Chhattisgarh, in Andhra Pradesh, in Odisha, in Jammu and Kashmir, in Tamil Nadu, that the senior officials, including Gautam Adani, Sagar Adani, went and ran a bribery scandal to the tune of more than $250 million. That's about 2,000 crore rupees. That there was a Canadian pension fund that was not invested in Adani companies, but was invested in another company called Azure Power, which had held 50% stake in that company, which was involved in these corrupt dealings. And when the Adani group of entities, with some of which are listed in foreign stock exchanges, went to raise foreign funding through companies based out of Mauritius, they failed to declare the fact that they were engaging in corrupt practices, which of course is illegal in the United States. So the US Attorney General's office, believe it or not, has filed a charge sheet on corruption happening in India. This is not that they were trying to bribe somebody in New York. They claim a foreign official was also offered bribes. Not much details are available therein. But why would a New York Attorney General take on a case of bribery in India? There are two causes. One, they say a foreign official was also involved. Number two, they say that these companies are listed in the New York Stock Exchange. Number three, the Canadian pension fund also holds investments in the United States. So that is their locus standi in prosecuting this case. So this is in summary what the New York case is saying. But what is it actually targeting? It is targeting the Adani Group and the person of Gautam Adani, who is named in the chart sheet. It is suggesting that the entire solar energy matrix in India is corrupt. It is suggesting that the entire energy procurement machinery in India across states ruled by the opposition in the past, Chhattisgarh, Andhra, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Jammu and Kashmir, that these are all corrupt, their officials are corrupt. So you're basically telling the people of this country in India, sitting in New York, that your solar energy projects are unviable because nobody wants to buy the solar power. The only reason the solar power can be sold is through massive amounts of bribery, which means that your entire power infrastructure across a large swath of the country is run on corruption. So they are trying to say that a massive corruption case is happening in India, where solar energy projects are unviable. And remember, India is building some of the largest solar energy projects in the world. But they are saying nobody is there to buy the energy. We are producing solar energy that nobody wants to buy. And the only reason the states buy the energy is because of corruption. So, a shadow is being put on the solar energy sector. A shadow is being put on purchase of electricity and distribution. A shadow is being put on how the Indian administration works. A shadow is being put on the Adani group and its functioning. And no doubt about it, a shadow is being put on how India is being run as a country under the Prime Ministership of Narendra Modi. Now, I want you to understand this, and I'll come and refer to this in detail. One of the principal sources of information that the New York Attorney Generals are relying on are details coming from a Canadian pension fund. Okay, let me underline that. A Canadian pension fund and its officers have provided details to the New York prosecutors through the Attorney General's office about a corruption scandal happening in India involving a company in which the Canadian pension fund holds 50% stake, which is linked to the Adani Group solar projects, suggesting that the solar projects are unviable and nobody wants to buy their energy, and that 2,000 crores of bribes were spent within India, including a suggestion that one of them was offered to a foreign national. And the entire solar energy ecosystem in India is then thereby operating on a basis of corruption. This is